I imagine there'll be a good grappling sessions here and a good grappling match between the two.
We've got 16 men's 5 versus 5 teams represented here today, and 6 for the women's 5 versus 5 coming up in a bit.
I'll be interested to see how Cerberus plays this. They go more conservative, or if they try to get into the face of White Company early in the fight.
Marshall starting the first round. Contact on the near side first. One Cerberus fighter moved into the backfield briefly.
Oh, beautiful throw. Unfortunately, he was not able to save it.
4-4. Cerberus fighter looking for backup in the corner.
We've got a nice grapple here towards the top or bottom of the rail.
Hard shots raining in from White Company. White Company with the advantage now, 4-3. A hard knee.
Those 2-on-1 situations can be definitely difficult. See if Cerberus can pull it out. Raining shots on those thighs. You can see
that Cerberus fighter looking to rein in the other White Company fighter to keep him from doing some damage to his legs.
One-on-one grapple here in close to the rail.
Looks like some friendly fire there between the White Company fighters.
That fighter, Cerberus fighter in the corner, giving it his all. Oh, good escape there. Keeping those two fighters is really giving them the chance to get an advantage on the lower grapple in the bottom.
The one fighter breaking away, making it a 3-2 in the near side of the field. Stout shots raining in on the backside.
Trying to free up his White Company, trying to free up his friend there.
Cerberus breaking away from the grapple. Looking for a takedown.
See
a nice foot hook kept that White Company fighter standing. Cerberus down. It's 4-2 in favor of White Company with a 3-on-1 in the near side of the field.
That is not a fun position to be in. I've been there before.
And just leverage from the taller fighter. Cerberus resisting 2 leg sweeps and a hard shot takes him down. Well fought by both teams for match in the first round of match number 3.
As you can see, those advantages really start to stack up once you get them. Good fight by Cerberus. Looks like the Marshal's having a word with the Cerberus fighter.
We're going to have a treat for our fighters here on Sunday. After the fighting concludes, White Company is going to be doing a little bit of a seminar for us, which I'm sure will benefit all of the fighters here, the veterans and the newcomers included.
Teams reset to try to do some strategy. Looks like White Company is swapping out a few of their fighters.
As the sport grows in the United States, we're also working to have more support staff, specifically marshals, to make sure that we have nice, safe, and well-organized events. We'll have a marshal seminar on Sunday as well. Watching this sport in the United States grow from just a few dozen of us fighting about 10 years ago to what we see today, it's just beautiful. The level of competition, the number of combatants, the participation in the events just keeps growing year in and year out.
Yeah. Every year the competition gets harder. It's really awesome to see.
I remember the first time I saw international competition, one of the Ukrainian national teams came over to fight in Springfield, Illinois at the Tournament of Chivalry there. At the time, we were in a horse arena about a third this size with nearly no spectators. Yeah. And to watch Knyaz just come in and destroy our new teams was just incredible.
One of the things I always say, though, is like you got to fight the best to be the best. So,
well, in the from my perspective, in the longsword competition, that first tournament of Chivalry that I was able to attend, I won the longsword tournament, which consisted of myself and Sam Arai. I believe Sam decided to come out and fight me because no one else was fighting duels that day, so I'd have an opponent. And yesterday's longsword duels were just incredible. And our own Moose Lord here took silver in a very, very close 1 point
1 point difference, yep.
And it was a beautiful fight to watch.
Thank you, I appreciate that. All right, it's like we're starting again. White company pushing up. Got a runner from Cerberus across his way.
Center's breaking away.
It's like a lot of movement on White company. That's not very typical of them.
A couple of fighters waiting to engage.
Oh, White company, a beautiful throw. Now has the advantage.
And oh, a stout shot to that Cerberus fighter.
Cerberus fighter trying to get out of it. Another Cerberus fighter in a compromising position.
Looks like the near side of the field, they're deciding on tactics before they engage too far.
Another 2-on-1. That Cerberus fighter is trying hard to stay up. Oh, and he goes down.
Looks like a stop fight.
Another one. Here we go. Teams meeting in the middle. White company making a move to the rip.
We got White company in the backfield of the Warlords.
Looks like they're tying each other up. Looks like one of the Warlords has lost a weapon.
And a quick retrieval.
And a quick retrieval and
a
double team.
A small, looks like one-handed axe used two-handed right now. About to get the advantage possibly.
That loud thump. White company coming to make a charge. Oh.
Well, we have one Warlord down.
Oh, it looks like a helmet
off
from White company.
A quick protective move by the Marshals. Fight continues around him. So it looks like 4-4.
Yeah, neither team having advantage. Oh, another until right now.
4-3 in favor of White company.
White company lining up on that Warlord fighter, letting him know like he's there.
That polearm fighter knocking on the door. And the answer so far is not going down.
2-on-1 advantage, while the other two are on 1-versus-1 grapples.
Another Warlord down. Looks like it'll be 4-2 in favor of White company.
It's never a fun position to be on a 2-on-1, but let's see if Warlords can pull it out. Stopped by 4-1 to White company.
Well fought first round.
Warlords almost had the advantage there with that one fighter being able to take the White company down. Just wasn't able to get it though.
A frosty day for our competitors here, starting out in the sub-freezing temperatures. As our broadcast began today, it was 32 degrees Fahrenheit, 0 degrees Celsius.
Very chilly indeed. Perfect for fighting though. You don't have to worry about overheating. You can take your helmet off, you get that nice fresh air. It's a wonderful temperature to be fighting in today.
And thankfully the staff here at the Livestock Arena made sure that the ground was fresh and good for this. Last time I believe we fought just after a rodeo, and there was a churning mixture of surfaces down there. That,
and as well as the dust, was a big problem as well. Breathing that in as you're trying to fight is obviously not ideal.
There was talk of possibly wetting down the field overnight, but I think the decision may have been made that it could have frozen.
Indeed. We do not want Boo Hurt on ice, as much of a musical that would be.
The medieval ice capades.
Let's see what adjustments the Warlords made. Take this to a third round.
We haven't had any go to 3 rounds yet. We'll see what the Warlords can bring out.
Trading shots from the Warlords and White company. Contact in the bottom of the list. White company making a move to the back.
All fighters still standing.
White company Warlords dancing in the right top of the list. 2 Warlords in the left corner.
Good leg kicks coming in. So I've seen some changes to the list field over the years. Now they've got the shelf going around it, making it harder to hold on to the rail.
Warlords going for a 2-on-1. See if they can get that advantage. White Company
One
coming
Warlord
over to
down on
assist.
the near side. 5-4 White Company.
Experience of, oh, good push, but
Good
not
hit,
able
but
to
White
take
Company
him down.
stands up.
White Company really using their experience.
Looks like the Warlord, if he can push White Company back just a little more.
Oh,
We have 2 down on the far side of the field. 1 of each. 4-3, still favoring White Company.
shots coming in. It's like Austin taking those big hits in the bottom of the list there. Each team squaring off.
The team's looking for the small advantage. The second round, fighters are going to have a little bit of sap in their energy. All these fighters are very, very endurant, very, very capable.
Marshall's breaking up. There's a rule if you've been grappled up for more than 5 seconds without any activity, they will break you up.
Good, good.
Good shield strike to the Warlords fighter there. He's going for that kick trip.
It looks like it's still 4-3.
Austin holding that fighter in the bottom, making the White Company work to get him down, while he hopes his 2 teammates get a advantage on the other White Company fighters. As you can see, the Warlord fighters on the left sticking together back to back, making sure that nobody sneaks up behind them and takes advantage of a grapple or a throw.
White Company having the advantage in numbers, and also they've got the Warlord with his back to a down fighter, often a speed bump, something to trip a competitor over.
Looks like Austin at the bottom is taking some definite shots as they're trying to relieve him of his weapon.
Rip that weapon away. If he loses his weapon, he is only defensive now. He cannot.
And he goes
progress.
down.
And it's 4-2. Warlord's not giving up.
They're making him earn this victory. White Company's shots are super hard and very accurate. Going for the legs. Beautiful teamwork by White Company as it.
And that'll be the round.
4-on-1.
4-1 in favor of White Company. Another dominant performance here today.
Always love watching them fight. Such a good team. The hardest things for a fighter is to lose a piece of equipment because of a faulty tie or a rivet popping.
White Company taking the center of the field against the Peacocks. And a pile down.
Pile up over there on the
4-2 in White Company.
3 Peacocks going down to 1 White.
It looks like the White Company fighter in the near side of the field is still standing. 5-1 in favor of White Company.
4-1.
Is it?
Yeah,
4-1.
Yeah, 1 White Company guys went down.
Correct.
That was a pile up there in the beginning of the round. Costed 3 PK to go down in 1 fell swoop. White Company doing some substitutions. We'll see what Palmetto Knights are able to come back with. Yeah, that can happen when try to get in that good charge or take advantage of that body lying on the ground and you end up tripping over it yourself. I would be lying if I said I haven't done that at least once.
From my experience with only in duels and pro fights, most of the more significant injuries seem to come from armor failure or borrowing armor that doesn't quite fit right. But within the melees, from what I've seen, it looks like it's more of maybe joint issues from throws and takedowns in the scrum.
Yeah, definitely. When you have a 200, 300-pound man falling over your knee and then landing on can cause significant damage. Hopefully we don't have any of that today, knock on wood.
2 Peacocks down. 3 down, possibly, and 4.
There's
That's
another
the
one
match.
from White Company, and
4-1 performance, it seems? Yes, 4-1 for White Company.
beautifully executed by White Company. All right, White Company taking the center
Round one.
Vanguard eager to get in contact. Again, there he goes.
One Vanguard down. 5-4 White Company. Another Vanguard down. Two more.
Tripping
5
over
to
bodies.
2 in favor of White Company.
Another.
And that's the fight.
Looks like that was a suicide there. A 4-1 to Vanguard. You gotta watch those.
I think that was 4-1 to White Company.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. My mistake.
Winner of the first round is White Company.
So, like I said, you'll see that a lot from the newer teams, less experience, letting that runner get into the back and blindsiding someone or checking them is a huge advantage to the other team when they get those. Do we got a replay of that by chance?
As we're pulling that up, shout out in the live stream comment section on YouTube where you're watching from. Up in the broadcast booth, I've only got the comments for the YouTube comment section. So if you post it there, we'll try to give you a shout out. Fighter viewers from all over the U.S. Here we go.
Good little dance.
Good takedown to finish out that round.
Alrighty. Looks like Marshall's checking over the White Company's shield there. One last quick go. Teams lining up, and we are off on round 2.
No fight yet, going to 3 rounds. I saw dust coming off that. And the axe broke. That's where the dust was from.
Looks like White Company going in. Oh, it's like a 4-on-4. Oh, 4-on-3. Wyvern's trying to make something happen. Looks like a 2-on-1 developing. Oh, getting a good check, and I don't know what happened there, but he wasn't able to complete it. Another Wyvern down.
A good trip. Did you see that subtle trip from the center there? Hopefully the replay caught that one.
What's the same?
We've got some river dance, it looks like, going on from White Company.
White Company taking the field. Their center pushing in. Looks like they got caught up on an axe. He's taken down easily.
Couple of rats down so far. 5 to. I'm only seeing 5 to 3, and 5 to 2.
5-1.
And 5-1. Quick work by White Company.
The rats scurried away on that one. Alrighty. Let's see. White Company making a few exchanges. See if any replays from that last round.
Oh my goodness! White Company just sent in a giant.
There we go. See that one Rats fighter got his gauntlet looks like stuck on that axe. Was able to get him down.
Getting gauntlets stuck on weapons always dangerous. Losing a gauntlet in the middle of this is very scary.
Definitely. I've had an injury before where I've lost part of my thumb due to an armor failure. Very gruesome sight.
Nate told me about that earlier. He said he had a great surgeon, gave him 9.9 out of 10.
Yeah. A nasty scar and a little loss of feeling, but it's all whole still, so it does the job.
Getting ready for round 2, White Company on the right. Plague Rats in the black and red on your left. Marshall starting the action.
So that Plague Rat charging
Plague Rat
through.
With no fear.
Charging through but not able to capitalize.
One rat down.
He's doing a good job of keeping
a hard shot.
Beautiful charge from White Company.
5-3, White Company advantage.
Looks
like they're pushing that. Now it's 5-2. Nope. The near side had already lost their fighter. 5-1 in favor of White Company. Again, a dominant performance.
Beautiful check from White Company into that Plague Rats fighter.
On a ballroom floor, and that was slick.
Skallagrims pushing up. Again, you can kind of see them getting spread out. The middle fighter's got to dictate which side he wants to go to. So they're choosing the top of the rail.
Choosing their shots carefully at the moment.
Both those centers keeping an eye on both the grapples going on, see where they can help out as needed.
A very technical fight so far, not a lot of running.
You see a lot of strikes, so hopefully loosen them up so that they have that 1 or 2 milliseconds to get that throw in. Taking in those microseconds of shots.
Here we have our first movement. The center for Skallagrim coming across.
A good
deflection.
Now let's put him in the crosshairs for some of those White Company. White Company trying to get that super small 2-on-1 quickly.
Trading dance partners all over the field.
Both of them just trying to get that advantage. Grinding.
Mostly divided into one-on-ones now.
White Company with that great field awareness there. Looking at
this may be the longest fight we've had without someone going down yet.
I believe so.
And certainly expected out of these two great teams.
White Company doing a beautiful job of watching their brothers' backs and
keeping the whole fight within one frame for us.
Exactly.
That's great too. Oh, a hard strike there in the center. Good block.
Great block on White Company.
Oh,
and we have our first
a powerful shield hammer strike, taking down a Skallagrim.
That White Company went right out the list.
And another one, it's 4-4, evenly matched.
That Skallagrim fighter trying hard to stay up against that onslaught from White Company.
Getting some backup now.
Looks like one of Skallagrim had lost a weapon. White
and
Company
a trade. It's 3-3. That Skallagrim has retrieved a weapon now and can be offensive again. Hard shield punches shrugged off by Skallagrim.
It looks like White Company has a gauntlet stuck in the grill of a Skallagrim's helmet up there in the top right corner.
Absolutely.
I don't know if the marshals see that or not. See, marshals discussing whether or not they should intervene.
I think now the marshals are noticing it. Two one-on-one fights on opposite sides of the list. A brief hold.
A stop
fight called by the head marshal.
As they try to disengage that gauntlet to that fighter's face. Bringing a whole new meaning to talk to the hand.
Or throw down the gauntlet. He didn't even bother throwing it down.
Oh my goodness, that is definitely in there.
Taking a big risk there. I'm sure they'll figure it out.
I've heard finders keepers. Oh, and it got finally dislodged.
Yay! And a cheer from the crowd.
The fighter does get to stay in, even though he removed his gauntlet. All right, looks like we're breaking up.
And 3-3, the battle continues.
Looks like Skallagrim's going to try to use those bodies, and was using it successfully, but he lost his weapon at the same time.
3-2 in favor of Skallagrim.
Skallagrim.
The White Company is not out of the fight.
Not at all. Skallagrim trying to charge.
Oh, great field awareness. Nearly getting blindsided by the larger fighter. But White Company keeping their head on the swivel. And another gauntlet stuck in chainmail on the left side. Pardon me for the redundancy.
I got some.
It looks like a gauntlet might be caught in that Aventail.
Oh yeah, it looks like it. Got White Company has some sticky hands here in the United States. Coming down to a little bit of a standstill. Marshals will break up a fight after 10 seconds of inactivity. White Company going in to help his friend there. Trying to get a good throw, but unable to see it all the way through.
Let's see. Does that White Company fighter still have a weapon? I don't see one. Only the shield.
I do not know.
Unless it's reversed gripped. And it's 3-1 in favor of Skallagrim, taking the first round. And indeed, that gauntlet was stuck in the Kameo, but quickly removed.
It looks like he did lose his weapon in that as well. Skallagrim, that was a tough fight. Skallagrim able to use the bodies on the ground to push their opponents over. Getting that advantage is needed. We'll see White Company regroup and go after it again.
So this is after we saw one Skallagrim down. I think we're about to see that White Company fighter go under the list field in just a second.
Yep. Trade there. Yeah, unfortunately that White Company fighter did a sprint right under the list.
There's our stuck gauntlet.
Trying to be a little more hands-on than usual.
And a good trip.
Retrieving his weapon from the list.
Now, if the weapon had been out of his hand before the trip, would they have stood the White Company fighter back up?
They could have, yes. It would have been an illegal offensive action, and they could have actually brought that fighter back into the fight. Alrighty.
Tibor, thanks for cheering on from Hungary. We're getting ready for round 2.
Looks like White's Company's brought in a two-handed axe, and we're into round 2. I expect to see more of a grind when it comes to grappling here again.
A little more initial aggression from White Company. And a weapon down. White Company stepping in to try to take the advantage of the brief numbers advantage.
Looks like maybe.
That fighter was able to retrieve their weapon.
White Company making a...
And a leg grab from behind. Dancing around in the single leg.
Not quite able to take him down.
And it's reversed into a trade.
Oh, there we go.
4-4.
The Mongol fighter from Skallagrim trying to take the White Company, but White Company able to shake it.
Skallagrim not able to pull down White Company.
Ooh, good shot to the...
Ah, strong shot to the backside.
Yeah.
And it's 4-3, 4-2 in favor of White Company. And that Skallagrim fighter not in a good position, and that ends the fight. 4-1 in favor of White Company. Some very painful strikes landing there at the end of that fight.
Yeah, he'll think twice about sitting down the next couple days, I'm sure. All right, and we take this round to a third.
Taking a look at a bit of the replay early on in the action. And that right there, the center for Skallagrim, that changed the tide.
Definitely.
4-3.
Big shot coming in right into the back. That's gotta hurt. It's those loud thumps that you hear, you know, the more painful ones, you know.
Making some kidney mash there.
Skallagrim's trying to figure out who their 5th member is going to be. White Company strategizing there, making a couple substitutions as well.
Bringing the 5th Skallagrim fighter onto the field.
Alrighty. Let's see both teams fighting to take this final round.
After this, we have Knyaz USA versus Dominus.
It'll be interesting to see the mobility of Knyaz versus Dominus's grappling, heavy grapple style. Alrighty. Both these teams, heavy hitters, great grapplers.
And here we go for round 3. White Company wasting no time. Made contact with the center.
Again, bottom of the rail, drawing those two to the back of the list.
That Skallagrim center prefers the far side of the field here.
He does indeed. Trying to...
In previous bouts, he's kind of waited up there, backing up teammates, and then collapsed down on the near side with great effect.
Oh, we have a Skallagrim's down already. Advantage 5 for White Company. That Skallagrim's fighter trying to get over there to help his friend.
5-4 is a hard enough numbers game in this sport, but against White Company, we'll see if Skallagrim can come back.
Big shots coming down the back of that fighter's. Oh, another trade.
And a trade. It's 4-3 in favor of White Company.
Taking the shot at those hands, which is a completely legal shot.
And Skallagrims center can't break away to even out the fight in the corner without leaving his partner.
Another good takedown.
Overpowered. Now
Company.
It's 4-2 White Company.
White Company lost the weapon, going back there to retrieve it while his buddies try to take down these last two.
And a similar situation from Skallagrim. White Company attacking the hands of that Skallagrim fighting and knocking the weapon back down onto the shelf.
Making him pay to get every little bit of that axe.
Continual strong hits to the hand.
Hey, you can't hit him if you don't have any hands. Almost had a good throw there.
But still not giving up. Skallagrim, if anybody has a chance coming back at this disadvantage, it is Skallagrim.
Big shots coming in from that White Company fighter at the bottom of the list.
We finally got some fighting that we can see without having to look at the TV for it. This is good.
There's a using that polearm
and
to bring
it's
him down.
4-1 White Company.
Excellent fighting.
Taking
Hard
three
fought.
fighters to take down that Skallagrim center. Any of the multitude of streaming platforms. We're monitoring the chat on the Buhurt League YouTube page only right now. That's all we have the ability to monitor. If you'll log in there with us, we can check out your comments as they come in.
The Warlord taking shots to the arm. You can tell he's not liking them.
That polearm fighter timing
up
the strikes to come in right after White Company throws the sword. Make them pay for every shot they take.
White Company in the back trying to find an opportunity.
And White Company looking like they're trying to stalk that center.
Going for a charge in the back. Wasn't able to connect.
Powerful hits raining in from White Company.
Huge shot about to potentially come in. There's White Company getting that head control on that fighter. And Warlords take down.
And it's
White Company.
5-4 Warlords.
It's like Warlord trying to get their bearing again. Huge bombs.
And
another one.
Another blindside takedown. It's 5-3. And another possible upset here. 5-2 in favor of Warlords. White Company down for the first time.
Huge shots rolling into those White Company fighters from that polearm. Let's see how much more they can take. And the fight has been stopped.
And I'm wondering why. How was that call? Is that maybe a yield?
I don't think so.
No, I don't see that happening.
I don't see that out there either. Let's take a
Let's
look.
see if we can catch it in the replay. Hard shots to the hand on the upper end of the field.
Perhaps one of the White Company. Perhaps one of the fighters took a knee at one point in that. Maybe even unintentionally.
Hand shots. There's that blindside shot. Warlord spinning out of that control.
Surprised to see those charges being so successful on White Company. They're usually not so often caught in the open like that.
There's that other blind side, hard takedown.
That Warlords fighter was quick and saw an opportunity and took it.
And that brings us to the 5-2. And let's see if we can see where the contact is made. If an ego's down somewhere.
I'm looking. I'm not. Maybe there's some sort of safety issue.
Fighter lost his gauntlet.
That's out right there. Excellent.
One of the White Company lost a gauntlet from a strike. And the marshal stopped it there. So that was 5-1 for the Warlords.
Very impressive for Warlords. See if they can repeat the process.
The only round so far today that White Company lost was a 3-1 round to Skallagrim. I'll check my scorecard for yesterday's competition. But we have the second round.
Again, Warlords moving cautiously. I expect to see White Company slow it down a little bit and try to make a grind down on the Warlords there.
Warlords fighting out of Dallas, Texas.
Oh, careful there. Big shots coming in from that fighter at the bottom there from Warlords. Oh, there's a charge from the White Company. Wasn't able to connect. Oh.
And Warlords are up again, 5-4.
Comes the
That blindside advantage not resulting this time.
White Company trying to. Oh, looks like an axe broke from Warlords.
But luckily they're on their side of the field.
Making them pay for it. Oh, White Company took down a Warlords fighter. 2-on-1 of that upper left.
Oh, and a trade.
Another trade. Looks like we're a 3-3.
3-3 in favor.
Oh, Warlords goes down over a body.
Now it's 3-2 in favor of White Company.
Pick up that leg
3-1.
and bring that man down.
White Company taking round 2, forcing a 3rd round.
What a great fight. White Company able to recover and get those takedowns where they needed them. Watch this, hopefully coming up here, right?
A hard hit. Pole armament stays up.
On the left, a beautiful throw from that Warlord fighter. Was able to make that count. Good picking up on the White Company there, seeing that fighter running in the middle.
And at this point in the fight, Warlords were up 5-4.
Again, how many times have we seen a fighter lose a weapon and they struggle to get another one get taken down? And then great field awareness, using those bodies as a tool to help take down opponents. Totally legal.
And that's the end of the fight.
Right. Let's see who can take this next round.
By my count yesterday, White Company only lost 1 fighter in 1 round, taking everything as a 5-1. It looks like.
Oh, wow.
And
That's
4-1 early on against Cerberus Emissus.
Yeah, very impressive.
So the Warlords certainly coming out strong today, making White Company work for that 2nd round.
Yeah, these 6 teams in here, any one of them could be standing on the podium today. Let's see if Warlords can repeat that process of getting a couple good strikes in the open. White Company squaring off. Oh, looks like that axe got hooked into the gauntlet.
Not releasing there.
See how long that White Company fighter decides to hang on to that axe or go back and retrieve a new one.
And White Company dropped a weapon and has already picked up a spare.
Yep.
And
both fighters taking a scan of the battlefield, see where they can best help their teammates.
A great shot of the action here, picking up all the fighters.
Looks like a shield's been dropped from maybe White Company.
And the 2 pole arms duking it out.
Oh, White Company almost had a good kick there. Let's see, it looks like grinding down. White Company doing what they do best. Getting the grapples, taking the strikes, and looking for those micro advantages.
3 1-on-1 and a 2-on-2.
It's like White Company might be getting a takedown here. Oh, beautiful throw.
A Warlord down, 5-4 White Company.
And here comes a slow grind of White Company. Mercilessly taking
and so close to the ground, and the hand
dangerous.
is in contact.
Solid stop fight.
And a White Company falls, 4-3.
Looks like a trade there. Another Warlord down.
And it's 4-2. Tough spot to be in for the Warlords. White Company bouncing back after that 1st round.
Yep. Both those forearms tying each other up, allowing their teammates to put in the work. I've been in that position before. It's not a fun one to be in. 3 White Company and you in the corner.
If you're facing that 3-on-1, you're hoping your teammate in a 1-on-1 is going to come out victorious and come to back you up.
Now it looks like devolved into a 2-on-1 on both sides. See how much more the Warlords can take. White Company trying to disarm that Warlords fighter at the top. Again, striking at the hands.
Looks like using a 2-handed strike with a 1-handed sword.
Like that Warlords fighter just hanging on for dear life. A stop fight called by the marshals.
Unsure why. Oh, looks like there may be an armor issue there, and that's the fight. 4-1 for White Company.
White Company responding in kind to that dropped round.
And the first round beginning.
I was told White Company has some tea, and Dominus is looking to spill it. So good push there.
Quick movement on the right lower corner. All fighters still standing. The center breaking away, looking to make a double team.
Moving. Oh,
and one White Company down. It's 5-4 Dominus.
Nice flying kick from White Company there.
And another White Company down. 5-3 Dominus.
Dominus taking it to him. Dominus working some knees.
Hard knee strikes to the head.
That White Company fighter trying to...
A quick spin. Wonderful on one foot.
Dominus doing a great job of keeping these grapples to a minimum. Keeping White Company away from each other. Their strength is obviously when they're back-to-back. 3 Dominus there working that White Company fighter, able to escape.
I was watching White Company earlier. Oh, and another White Company down. And another through the rail. That's 5-1 Dominus. An incredible performance. I think that's really showing the difference that 2 rounds of rest can make. 2 additional rounds of rest can make.
That was definitely a tough fight. I think Dominus did a great job of spreading out the White Company fighters and getting these one-on-one matches, and being able to take advantage of those matches and actually get the win. Really,
the first down fighter on the left side of your screen.
Charge from the White Company fighter there, unable to make anything happen. Brutal knees coming into the head of the White Company fighter there.
And some great balance, awareness, and mobility by White Company.
Oh, yeah. Dominus just doing what they do best. Working together as a team to put those fighters down.
Good leg sweeps. And great movement.
Here comes a great throw from Johnny Porter into the list. Taking him down.
And a kick to push him underneath to finish the round.
Great job by Dominus.
Getting ready for round 2. Marshals call a start.
We've seen White Company rally before, so we'll see if they can take this to a third.
Prior to this, White Company only losing 1 round to Skallagrim.
Shots raining in, trying to soften up your opponent. Take some advantages there. This is definitely a fight that a way of the fighting that White Company would prefer.
And you may be looking at the deciding match right now. Both of these teams, I believe, undefeated so far in this round-robin format. This may be the deciding match.
Oh, Dominus getting an early takedown, White Company. Trying to catch that White Company fighter running.
And a trade.
That should be a trade.
Marshals missed that, it seems.
Yeah, both knees did make contact with the fighter, which would make them down. And that's a...
And they're calling that fight. I don't know that would have made much of a difference because that down fighter from Dominus did not engage afterward.
Agreed. But those are the little things that you just got to watch out for.
And translation error in the early days of the rules.
Oh, really?
Have you heard this piece of lore?
No, let's hear it.
So early in the translation of the rules from, I believe it was Russian to English, they were trying to make sure that we understood that there was no stabbing with the weapons.
Okay, yeah.
And a stab or a poke or a prick are very close synonyms.
Of course.
So part of the translation was no pricks with weapons, and the USA team immediately knew that we were all disqualified. Until the clarification.
Alrighty. Looks like Knyaz trying to make their move. White Company's fighter picking up right away. White Company is outstanding on their teamwork, working together.
Oh! Thought we were going to have a takedown there. And a hit from behind.
That White Company fighter able to stay up, though. Now it's 5-4 in favor of White Company.
It looks like that hit from behind took down one of his teammates on the other side.
Knyaz got a takedown. It's now back to 4 versus 4. Ooh, that looks almost like friendly fire.
Was definitely friendly fire.
Just trying to wake up his teammate, it looks like.
Now time for some unfriendly fire.
Oh, it looks like a trade down at the bottom of the rail. White Company slowly. Oh, another trade for White Company.
It's 2-2.
Let's see.
White Company regrouping in the center.
Beautiful teamwork. You see that with White Company. They're trying to put those bodies in between them, trying to hopefully maybe get out a trip or throw later.
White Company looking to pull Andrew away from his partner.
Yeah, locking him down and not letting him be able to strike is hugely important for White Company right now.
Now that's an interesting move there with the blade. He's not grasping it, but is hooking it with armor.
Interesting, yeah. All right. Going for.
They were hugging before the match. This is a very different kind of hug.
Oh, and Andrew McCabe. Oh, and takes
and
a
it's
throw.
2-1 White Company.
Beautiful throw by White Company. Now it's White Company to do what they do best. Working together to bring that fighter down.
Knyaz looking for an opportunity to even things back out, keeping his feet.
The Knyaz fighter getting some coaching from his side of the list.
White Company looking like they're going for the choice cut of meat.
Again, if they're inactive for more than 10 seconds, the marshals will break up the fight.
Looks like that fighter, Knyaz's arm may be resting on the.
Ooh.
Oh. I wonder if that sounds like it's hitting the list barrier.
I'm not sure what he was striking.
Maybe hitting the that random buckler.
Could have been. Angle on this side was hard to tell.
White Company having that fighter's leg trap.
I'm trying to take a look. I'm just trying to see where he's striking. Oh, I think with White Company fighter trying to push that arm onto the list so his buddy can hit it.
And 1 foot trapped, the other one being hooked.
It's never a good position to be in. It's only the advantage the Knyaz fighter has is both sides of the list keeping him up. And he's a good enough height where he's not just going to get pushed right underneath it. White Company, huge strikes coming into the leg there. Marshall's watching carefully, making sure they're not hitting any legal shots.
All eyes on those shots now. Oh,
Kenya's trying to.
The fighter lifting the leg to kick with it. And it looks like we have an armor failure. Right knee of the Knyaz fighter has come loose.
There it goes. 2-0 to White Company. Good fight by Knyaz. Both of them. White Company able to lock down their mobility and being able to grind him down in the grapple. Gabe running around as we've seen all day. All weekend, actually. Good strike here. That White Company be able to keep on his feet.
It looks like that caused a reaction pushing one of the Knyaz fighters
That
down.
Knyaz fighter was already going down,
oh, okay.
I do believe. Ooh, maybe that wasn't a friendly fire shot. Looked very close to it, though. Trying to kick underneath. Going for the legs is always a good idea.
The trade out near side and far. And this is where it drew down to 2.
Yep. Knyaz lining back up, about to ready to start round 2.
And here we are, ready for round 2. We'll see if Knyaz can rebound and push it to a 3rd.
Definitely have the opportunity to. See if they're able to capitalize.
Quick movement into the backfield by White Company.
Another
and a hard hit. Knyaz up, 5-4. Knyaz dropping a weapon.
Looks like a
quick retrieval. And 2 quick takedowns from White Company.
Looks like a
and another
2-4 advantage to White Company. They're going for the leg there and trying to bring him down.
And that's the fight.
Quick fight by White Company.
4-1 White Company.
The black, gold, the
White Company stepping in, and one simple shot to the hand made that weapon drop.
Yeah. White Company, excellent at targeting. Both White Company is going around. One White Company down.
2, 3 White. Well, with these tabards, I'm getting confused with the Lions.
Looks like a 4-3 advantage to White Company.
Maybe a 3-2 now?
Yeah, 3-2 White Company. Iron Lions, 2 big fighters.
That was definitely friendly fire when the Lion was...
All right. 2 on 1.
2-1.
This was the same fighter from earlier against the Skallagrim. And a nice kick under his legs to bring him down.
2-1 White Company.
Very good showing from Iron Lions there.
Correction, 2-0 White Company.
It looks like that one of those Iron Lions are slow to get up. Looks like getting checked out by the marshals. Ooh,
Oh, a hard hit on the ground.
A good feint by White Company there.
And there it is, that shot that the Lion moved his hand out of the way last second.
Again, beautiful kick, taking him right underneath him, bringing that big fighter down.
Well placed.
Both teams, looks like Iron Lions a little bit slower to get back into the list, figuring out their lineup, perhaps strategizing how they want to take out White Company. Looks like Iron Lions fighting out of the DC area. Find yourself there, please check them out. White Company out of England. Glad they decided to make the trip all the way to kick the crap out of us. We definitely appreciate it.
Marshall setting up round 1.
Round 2.
Round 2. Apologies.
Oh, early takedown. 2 more Lions down. Oh, Iron Lions, all of them moving in there.
And
It's
another White Company down.
3-2 White Company. And 3.
I think it was stopped at 3-1.
I think that's the same.
3-1 in favor of White Company. And Black Company looks like a mixture of, oh my goodness gracious alive, Dominus, Cerberus Emissus, and White Company. Our silver and gold team with a few fill-ins.
Teaming up. This should be a good good fight.
Of course, Cerberus Emissus training with Dominus, I believe.
Yeah, they fight out of the same state. The same facility, actually, up in the Pacific Northwest, Oregon specifically.
To quote one of my favorite commentators of all time, this is going to be a slobber knocker, folks.
All right, both teams lining up, making sure they're getting their counts, checking for safety. We'll be interested to see how Dominus and White Company do after fighting all day with a fresh and, I imagine, eager Northern Ward. Always, these fights are a awesome treat. Glad we're able to get a 12 vs 12 tournament going here in the United States as well.
And this is such a great venue for this here. I'm sort of partial because I don't have to get on a plane to get here or travel overnight to do it. But in addition to that, I think this is a very fertile area of the country for this sport. Initially, I think a lot of our competitors were United States veterans. And with the number of military bases here in the Southeast, that may lend to more recruiting for that. But California and Texas sprang up teams very quickly.
Oh, yeah.
California with several.
Yeah, California has teams all up and down. The team I normally part with, Ordo Draconis, fights out of San Diego. I think we've got the Golden Knights, Warp Pigs are out of California as well, making the trip all the way across. I appreciate them being here. All right, looks like Black Company is loading on the bottom rail while sorry, Northern Ward is making kind of a spread approach. You see those long pole axes in the back with their shield men in the front, hoping to drop some bombs and ring some bells.
And you'll notice for the 12 versus 12, there are few, if any, marshals actually on the field. They vacate fairly quickly as opposed to the 5 versus 5.
And a heavy push from Black Company at the top of the list, while the bottom of the list is being a little bit more conservative. Northern Ward pushing into the back, doing a check there, trying to get that Cerberus fighter off balance.
Everyone's still standing for now. It looks like we have a few down in the far side.
Really just got to...
And a hard hit from behind in the top left.
Pick your fighters and watch them go.
Couple more down.
Pole arms striking all over the place.
Still looking pretty even.
Good mix between Dominus and...
Maybe a slight edge to Black Company.
Oh, White Company goes down with a kick on himself.
It looks like the polearm is out of the hand of the Warden's fighter.
It looks
looking
like
to retrieve a backup.
Looks like Black Company is finally getting the edge on this fight, and looks like I see more of them up the North Ward. There's our unofficial sponsor driving through the back.
A good double team in the bottom right corner, suddenly joined by the rest of the field.
That massive North Ward fighter.
Oh,
dropped another one.
And a trip there. Oh,
good to see that fighter moving. That had me worried there for a second, just not moving. So it's a scary. This can be a scary situation.
And that looks like a 7-2
victory to Black Company.
7-2 to Black Company. Round 1, Black Company.
Black Company pushing that battle line of Northern Ward up. Some of them trying to make a shoot through the gaps there. Able to break it down, and then it breaks down into the grapples that we normally see. Always fun to watch. Ton of action in 12 versus 12. You got to kind of just pick your fighters and watch the ones you want to see.
A good tie up there.
Good falchion strike to the head. Wonderful shot. Oh, there's that White Company fighter just tripping on his own foot. Another trade
and
there.
A hard double-handed sword strike to the leg.
Yeah. We didn't see too many two-handed falchions out there during the 5 versus 5s, but looks like they feel comfortable enough to bring them for the 12s.
A good takedown, followed up by tripping over the one he was just took down. And there's the Colorado flag passing by.
Alrighty. It's like the marshals are done in the counting, doing their safety checks. And we'll get round 2 underway. Now, all the same rules do apply from the 5 versus 5s as the 12 versus 12s in terms of striking. No strikes to the feet, back of the knees, groin, back of the neck, and vertical. You really have to watch those with so many pole arms being on the field at one time. Marshals pay extra attention to the neck.
And is there a rule about linear kicking?
I'm not sure.
Linear kicking to the knee?
That's a good question. I'd have to brush up on my rules. I'll get back to you on that one.
That may be an older rule.
Yeah, because you are allowed to strike at the front of the knee, so with a weapon. So I wouldn't see why not with a leg as well. Bastion pushing hard at the bottom of the rail, trying to break up those lines. Instantly, the list falls into chaos.
Oh, a hard shot in the corner, but no one goes down from it.
Runners running every which direction they possibly can. Oh, White Company goes down.
And some hard shots in the bottom left of the screen.
Good fighting from that runner in the purple. Looks still pretty even. Good strike coming there in the middle. Oh, beautiful
shot. And a
shot.
blindside shot from the Warden.
Oh, another.
And a blindside follow-up on White Company. And another.
And another until they all fall down.
It looks that Black Company has the slightest of advantages. A trade.
Seen a lot of them
1,
going
2,
down.
3.
Oh, it's like a 5-on-3 situation. It looks like over there.
I would say.
Oh, got to be careful of those extra strikes on the ground. That can get you carded.
And it looks like a 6-on-1 win for Black Company. I think that's partly due to the trend set by our hero Trey. I say that with no irony either.
Definitely a hallmark of PK for sure. I don't see many other clubs or teams using them. Here we go. Black Company holding the line. I'm sure none of those fighters are getting through.
Oh,
a good whack to the head
push
there.
Black Company with the lead early on.
They're making definitely good work of the Plague Knights.
Some of Black Company in the center are looking for an opponent and finding one on the near side of the screen.
They become scarcer and scarcer as time goes by.
Oh.
Good throw by that Plague Knight. And staying up, too. It's never fun being the guy falling on.
And stop fight call.
It's like round 2,
Wow.
Black Company. That's
The first round going to
Colin
Black
Campbell
Company.
out there in the middle with all the favors on his belt. A brutal fighter, but one of the nicest people you ever meet. All right, as we reset, and here's goes back to the replays. So, pull arms. It's hard to keep up with how many strikes are going. One of the Cerberus got in the backfield there, as you saw, and able to take them down.
Nice little skip and hop trying to avoid the fallen knight. Oh, that was right in the sacrum.
Good strike there using the bodies, and then fell over the same ones not too long after.
And reset for round 2.
Gates
On
are
your screen
closed.
now, well, on your screen now, Black Company on the right, and Plague Knights on the left. On your screen eventually, everybody.
All right. See if Plague Knights can bring a round to Black Company. And here we go, round 2. Marshall's getting out of the way.
Black Company taking the center of the field, likely to hold it.
White Company into the backfield. Ooh, big kick there. Oh, and a tumble from the Plague Rat.
And that Palmetto Knight staying standing. Oh,
Ooh.
Until then.
Another
Withstanding plenty of leg kicks.
Black Company making quick work of the Plague Knights.
A helmet off. That fighter diving out of the ring. Smart move there. Self-preservation.
Probably one of the scariest things that could ever happen.
Fence or the list field about it. Make sure that you come and check out some events in your local area. See if this few see and smell and taste the dust in the air.
All right, and we've got a mixture of War Dukes and Plague Knights going against Black Company. Putting up a good fight there. Huge shots coming in from Dominus there.
Hard pull-on shots. Ah!
White Company in the back there.
That's a helmet splitter.
I think my bell got rung off that hit.
Oh.
Black Company coming out strong. Showing that their tank is only half empty from today's fighting.
Wonderful endurance. Wonderful endurance today.
And it really takes a lot of endurance to be in the sport, but don't let that be preventing you from joining. Any team that you can join, do want to join, will definitely help you get in shape to be able to wear this either 50 to 70 pounds of armor. So.
Yeah, and you and I have been talking about our histories a little bit in the sport. I got involved about 9 or 10 years ago, and at the time, I was one of the youngest fighters in the United States in my early 30s, and I think even now, the average age is probably under 30. Would you say?
It's definitely getting pretty close. This sport does have a lot of initial costs getting into it with buying the armor. But yeah, I'd say 25 to 30 is a good average age for the fighters we have now in the United States.
So, yeah, we have fighters here this weekend in their 50s and still placing on the podium. I believe the oldest U.S. fighter to compete at the world level was in his late 60s.
Wow, that's very impressive.
He was here a few years ago at Carnage.
So yeah, don't be afraid. At any age, you can come and participate. We had said we have duels that we had on the first day: long sword, sword and buckler, sword and shield, pole arm, and then some pro fights as well.
And you don't necessarily need a full set of armor to get involved. In fact, you can check out one of our sponsors, Soft Warrior, as well as the other suppliers. I know Age of Craft does some padded.
They do indeed. They have some really nice stuff, and you can get it customized with designs as well.
And for you Johnny Cash fans out there, you don't have to buy your armor all at once. You can get it one piece at a time,
as most fighters do.
It'll definitely cost more than a dime.
As I said earlier, dollar bills, y'all. Or for our European friends, euros.
Yeah, you're gonna pay some money.
All right, round 2.
Here we go.
Moving hard to the bottom rail. Just love hearing those pole arms clanking on armor.
Some fighters down in the center.
Ooh, mean shot to the back of the head there. Fights going left and right. Black Company with the advantage. That War Pig fighting off multiple White Company.
Check out the. These were a couple of very stout axe shots, and a couple more incoming here. If he can catch an opponent to strike.
And stop fight.
Stop fight called by the marshals. Another victory
for Black Company.
For Black Company.